McKenzie off the puck, and Conacher pins it along the boards. Gets it to Friesen. Friesen to the slot. Padon scores! Gary Conacher will get an assist in the first period of his first game. Set up there, blue line, Sanguinetti walks it in front, scores! Bobby Sanguinetti finds the Fazio trying to join with Acton. Gauntz across to Fazio, back in front, what a save! Aaron Archibald comes and gets it back door for DeFazio. Can't handle it, kicks it to the front for Acton. Archibald, oh, another great save! Jensen couldn't pick it off. It's Grigorenko across the line for Rochester. Grigorenko from the outside. Snapshot, they score. Right through Joachim Eriksson. And on just the second shot of the period. And it's DeFazio stepping, dragging, shooting. A save from Hackett. Rebound, bounce free, and squeaks to the corner. That one bounce. Carrier, left side to the outside with a shot. Drifting in front, and they score. Banged in by Brody Reed after a bounce off the end wall, and with just 9:20 in his last 4 games. That's what NHL teams are hoping to accomplish as Sven Berchi shoots one on net. Blocked. Here's Sven Berchi. Conacher's with him on a 2-on-1. Berchi waits, cross for Conacher, and it's punched away. Grenier weaving back and forth. Waits, forehand, score! It's the score to extend the shootout. He comes in with speed. Right-handed shot, and he scores. Blocker side on Eric. Sanguinetti comes straight in. Score! He just rested it under the glove of Matt Hackett, and the Comets have a chance at a win.
Travis, from where we're sitting, it's a very dramatic game. A lot of drama, a lot of anxiety. From your point of view on the bench, I mean, how are you dealing with it in that kind of game?
I thought it was an exciting game. I liked the way our team played tonight. We had a lot of scoring chances. I thought it was one of our better games that we've played in quite a while. I thought we were skating, we were creating. We didn't give up a whole lot. And it was a fun game to watch, fun game to coach.
What did you think of the two newcomers? They got them in the lineup. What did you see from them?
Well, I thought they were pretty good. Both pretty dynamic. Barchi made a lot. Both of them played pretty similar games, I thought. They bring a lot of speed to our team. They have a lot of creativity. They can both shoot the puck, and they both look like they can pass it as well.
What you saw tonight, are those going to be pretty much where you'll use those guys line-wise, or do you think there's some other method of chemistry that might come up?
I changed them up in the third period.
Yeah.
I took Grenier off and put Conacher in there, and they caught fire a little bit. I thought it kick-started that line. But they were good when Grenier was there as well. I thought Grenz played a real good game tonight. He's learning how to play a power forward type of game. And when I put him with Zaleski, his game didn't change, which I liked. He still played a straight line game. He does. He's got amazing hands. And we're going to tinker around with our lines. We do it a lot anyway. I've kept the Archibald line, DeFazio and Acton together for a little while now. I like them as a matchup line. They're a hard line to play against, and they compete. So I think it's going to be just trial by game by game. Yeah.
Having these two new guys, two skilled players come in, you talk about tinkering the line stuff. What does that allow you to do? Because both of these guys can play on the power play. Conacher's got a lot of speed. Berchi's got speed in hands too. You can put him in a lot of different situations. So now it just adds to the depth of this team. Like, what are some of the things that you've seen there?
Well, it's going to be a nice option for our team, and it'll take a little bit of time to figure out where they both fit and figure out, who plays well with each other. But our team's used to that. You're getting guys called up all the time. We've rotated our lineup a lot all year, so it's not a huge adjustment. I think it's a good time of the year that we've added a couple players. I think it's it's given all our team a little bit of a shot, and it puts guys on high alert. Like, you got to play well, and it gives me options as well too.
What about Yoki's play tonight? Obviously, the second goal was a bad bounce, but other than that, he looked pretty solid, especially in the shootout.
It was good. I thought Yoki. It was a tough game to play. He only had. I don't know what the numbers were, but I think halfway through the game there was, 10 shots or 8 shots, and those are sometimes hard games to play for goalies. You look up and you're like, well, it's 2-1, and they've only got 11 shots with 8 minutes left. And but I like how he played, because then all of a sudden they started to get some more shots and some more scoring chances, and I really liked how he looked in the shootout, obviously.
Hackett's play for them.
Yeah, it was pretty good. He's a good goalie. There's a reason why he's, been in the NHL and he's been knocking on the door. He made some really good saves tonight. We created a lot of chances and a lot of grade A chances.
Not only the importance of the 2 points getting here tonight for the standings purposes, but what about this, heading onto a long road trip, getting these 2 points at home, for the send-off, getting a little momentum, because you guys are going to be on the road for a while.
It is. I think it was important just for our team to play a good game after our last game against Hamilton and our weekend. I didn't think we played terrible over the weekend, but when you don't win a game, it builds on you, and to get the win tonight was huge. I don't worry too much about whether I like playing at home, but I find our team plays well on the road, and they play well at home, so I'm not worried about games on the road. You're going to have times when you're in the playoffs where you're going in and playing in tough buildings, so it's a good test for us.
The 2 new kids, one's a former MVP in this league, and the other one's the #1 draft choice. So you coached, did you not?
Yeah.
Of course, Dustin was your leading scorer.
Yeah.
And regular on the power play and PK. Could you just mention his contributions, or what?
Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was obviously a good player for us. He's leading our team in scoring, played power play, played penalty kill, and whenever you get good players, you're going to have to give up good players as well.
But Conacher really gives you another dimension with extra speed.
Yeah, he plays a real high-paced game, and I think he's a real goal scorer. It looks like he's a guy that likes to shoot the puck, and style. I think he suits the style of play that we want to play with that high pace, and he thinks the game well. You can tell, especially on the offensive side. I'm anxious to see how he plays defensively. He seemed pretty strong tonight, but again, it's only one game. I obviously know Barchi a little better than Conacher just from knowing him for quite a while now.
Do you feel that you guys are getting a little more confident and comfortable in the overtime situations?
I never felt that we didn't. So, yeah, I think our guys are confident. When you have more skill on your team, it goes a long way. I look down the bench now, and there's a lot of options when you get to 4-on-4 and 3-on-3. So in my mind, before last year it was thin. This year it wasn't as thin as last year, that's for sure. And now all of a sudden it's 8, 9, almost anyone on our team I could put out there in overtime, which is a nice feeling for a coach.
All right. So first impressions, first home game here at Utica. First impressions.
Oh, it's great. The fans were awesome. And the refs made a bad call. The fans let them know, and just every penalty shot guy went up. The crowd got really loud, and obviously when we scored those 2 goals, same thing. And they're into the game. I haven't seen active fans like that in a while, and they love the hockey. They love the hockey. They love the hockey in the city, and it's definitely fun to play in front of them. And it gives us, as players, to want to do better and do more for them. And I think that's why this team's doing so well.
How'd you feel with your game, first one here with these guys? Not practice, it's out there playing.
Yeah.
So your chemistry with them and how you did.
I felt pretty good. Yeah, I tried to get my legs as soon as I could. Try to get those first couple shifts in just to get them under my belt. And this team's they're pretty easy to fit in with. They play the way I like to play. They like to play fast, and they like to have the puck as much as possible. And you know, I think I got changed up there, you know, in the third, midway through the third, and got put with, you know, O'Reilly and Barchi, and you know, those guys were fun to play with, you know, as were Shinkarik and Friesen. So you know, there's a lot of guys, you know, whether you're on those two lines or someone else on the team, you know, there's guys that can play every role, and we got a lot of, like I said, a lot of speed and a lot of character in that dressing room, and I think that's why, you know, they're so successful, and you know, hopefully that helps them in the long run in the playoffs.
As a goal scorer, you got to love playing on a line with O'Reilly. I mean, he sets the table beautifully.
Yeah, for sure. I wish you know, I could have buried one near the end there. It's I know Barchi set me up with a couple as well, and you know, they'll come. I'll get those bounces. I'll get that confidence. You know, especially playing with a guy like him. He puts it on tee for you, and he sees the ice so well, and he slows the play down, and he's great at managing the puck. And it's, yeah, like I said, it was definitely fun playing with those two at the end of the game there.
Corey, how difficult is it? You just step right in and play with these guys. I mean, no period of adjustment, whatever. How difficult is that?
Yeah, you know, hockey's a funny game. You know, you kind of build a pretty quick chemistry with the guys. It's, you know, you walk in the dressing room and they, you know, you can right away almost consider them a brother, and you'll do anything for them to help the team win. And whether you're enemies before I came here or not, you know, you immediately help, you know, hold each other accountable, and you stand up for each other, and you play hard for one another. And I think tonight, or even yesterday, the practice, just getting used to guys, you know, what their tendencies are, what they like to do, and obviously we already talked about O'Reilly loving to pass the puck, and so you want to, you know, try and get open for guys like that, and other guys like to be shooters, and so you learn that pretty quick. And like I said, this team's a team that's easy to fit in with. You know, they play the game fast, and they love to carry the puck, and you know, the D love to jump into plays, and you know, it's going to create a lot of offense down the road.
Had you played with any of the guys before on the same team? Any of these guys here?
I haven't, no. The assistant equipment manager I was at school with for 4 years.
Yeah,
so I'm good friends with him.
Are you the only Golden Griffin in the AHL?
I believe so right now, yeah. A couple years, my brother will be here. He's a good little player. He's at Canisius now. But yes, I am, and you know, I know DeFazio from summer hockey. He's from Oakville. I'm from Burlington, which is a neighbor city, and you know, BX gave me a text right when I got traded here. He's the guy I played with in the summer on the same team with, actually, and the, you know, Tim Turk 3-on-3 league. So it was nice to see a text from him. You know, it shows he appreciates the game as well, and you know, he thinks about all the guys, and he's a good leader. And but yeah, other than that, you know, I've watched a lot of these guys play, and so you know, that's another thing. You find out what they're like as, you know, as you're playing against them as well.
Yeah, you got that first. Sorry about that. You got the first home game out of the way now. Now you're going on a long road trip. Do you think that's going to help you get to know these guys a little more? You know, build some chemistry heading down to the final stretch of the regular season and into the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. Those road trips are important to, you know, go out for dinner. You know, do little team activities. I know we're in Chicago for a length of time there. That, you know, we might have a day where we know we do a team bowling or something like that. Some type of team activity, which is important, especially for the new guys. And yeah, it's gonna be an important road trip for us. You know, the rest of the games in is important because you know, that top of the leaderboard's so close. Everyone's so close, fighting for that, you know, number 1, number 2 spot, and you know, it's important for us to, you know, it would have been nice to, you know, take advantage of the 2-0 lead and continue the way we did, but you know, maybe some of the bounces didn't go our way near late in the game there, and you know, we had a huge penalty kill in overtime. And you know, obviously the shootout, you know, we took advantage of that, and some of the, you know, second end he had a nice little shootout goal there to win it for us, and you know, so it's, yeah, this is going to be a great, you know, experience for me to get to know the guys, and I get to go back home too, which is kind of cool. I get to play, you know, Hamilton and Toronto there, and so it'll be fun to see family and friends there as well.
Terrific.